What up, good people? You know what time it is. It's time to pop off this dope stream, another dope stream. Let's go down the checklist first, baby. Is you gotta have somewhere to sit. Got my fire gaming chair, got the water, and we have the fuel. And of course, you gotta have the knife for those pesky swatters. All right, got my monitor set up. You know what time it is. The war zone vibes are about to begin. And you know what else? Most importantly, have that good drip from CODtees.com. Make sure you head over to CODtees.com and get you that good drip, man. And of course, where would any streamer be without the Yeezys, baby? All right, I think that checklist is complete, but make sure you head over to CODtees.com. And remember, look good, play even better. Let's hop into the lobbies and get the blazing.
Get yourself to proper warm-up. We'll be deploying soon.
Welcome to the COD show. COD show, COD show, yeah. Welcome to the COD show, player.
Yes. Hey, what up, good people? It's your guy Diddy Onasis, aka Onasis, killing the host of the COD Show podcast, and welcome back to another episode of the COD Show podcast, COD Show podcast, COD Excellence podcast, whatever you want to call it. Okay, all right. First, before we get into the podcast, the actual meat and potatoes of this show, I guess I gotta let you know that this podcast is being brought to you by CODtees.com. That's CODTEES.com. CODtees.com. All right. Look good, play even better. Get some fresh attire, you know, for you to lounge around the house in. Be fly in your streaming, you know what I mean? Look good, play even better. You dig that? But let's get into this episode, man. This episode is probably gonna be titled "Where the Hell Have You Been?" Okay, Diddy Onasis, the COD Show podcast. Where the hell have you been? My last episode was with the store manager of the Micro Center store manager in Duluth, ATL, Georgia, where we broke down or discussed certain topics, as in the shortage of graphics cards or computer components if you guys want to build your own gaming rig, you know your own gaming rig, that is. Okay. Since that episode dropped, my apologies. I apologize sincerely to those that enjoyed this podcast. It's only a certain number now right at the moment, but it's a very niche podcast. It's a very, very chosen few that have been following me over the years, and I apologize to you guys that have been looking forward to the podcast, be it on YouTube or Spreaker, iHeartRadio, anywhere that you can get your podcast from, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, and sources of that nature. All right, even my YouTube content slowed down, even though I've been live streaming. Podcast was on hiatus, and the reason why I've been MIA is because back in December I lost my job from a career that stood a stint of almost 14 years. My main source of income came to a screeching halt due to COVID reasons. It's my own fault. I actually violated the company's COVID-19 policy unknowingly, okay? Being the go-getter that I was extremely good at my job, extremely good, okay? I was one of those guys that you went to for all your information. I was a materials manager / KPI system specialist. So for those of you that don't know what a KPI system specialist is, or KPI is, those are your department's or your company's key performance indicators. Okay, so I track all of the department's materials, assets, production, safety, quality. I tracked all of those things. That came to a screeching halt because I actually went into work with a pending COVID test. All right, okay. Didn't think I was gonna test positive. I went in, didn't think none of it. Tested positive. went through the correct protocols when you test positive. A couple of weeks later, I was terminated. That's my story. All right. So I didn't know that I loved that job, and that job had a particular attachment to me until it was actually taken away. I actually loved being good at the job. I was one of those people that was extremely good, but I just kept to myself. I did my job well, but I kept to myself. I wasn't at the company retreats or company barbecues or family days or things of that nature. I just thought that was a big waste of time because I wanted to do my job, do it well, and get back home to you guys. I wanted to get back home to my setup, my sanctuary. I want to do my job, come back home, jump on the sticks, or actually try to create some content or go over some ideas for some content, okay? Well, so that happened. There it is. A lot of people don't know about that. A lot of my family doesn't know, and a lot of y'all don't know. A lot of my friends don't know. So that's what it was. And actually that separation from that job is almost like postpartum or something like that. It was like a huge hole, you know? So I did not feel good about my situation or myself. All right. So even though I went really, really balls to the wall kind of with YouTube at that time and putting out content directly after I was separated from that job. That fire died down, and you know things start to sit in. You know what I'm saying? That self-doubt, that self-pity started to sink in, and that self-worth started to drop. Okay, 1,000% started to drop, and before you knew it, I had no interest in or self-confidence to put out an episode of the Car Show podcast other than what I've done. You know, it was like, damn. You know, it sunk in. It took about 4 months to sink in for me to be like, oh shit, yo, I'm really, really, I think I'm a failure. I think I'm this, I think I'm that. All right. And once I started sinking into that mindset, even though I had some positive things going on, family and friends helping me, keeping me positive, keeping me uplifted, man, it was still like this thing in the back of my head, man, you ain't shit. You can't do this. You can't do that. All right. And I just started to develop some bad habits or fall back into some bad habits. You know, damn, you know, and I kind of just got into a funk. Well, I'm still kind of in it. I'm not going to lie. I'm still kind of in it. But, you know, you could think about it like this. You can get into some bad habits. Like when you playing the game of Call of Duty, if you get into those bad habits, all right, it's hard to break them. So this video is me trying to, you know, expose myself or give myself some game or give you guys some game and tell you guys about my bad habits. All right. So I started like, man, just lounging. I went from being on the grind with making YouTube videos, doing job searches to really just like after a few, like, man, I probably went through like 15, 20, maybe 30 interviews. None of them came back. Well, a lot of them came back positive, but I never moved on to the hiring process. My phone's going off. The guys are ready to get on, but I never moved on to the hiring process of any of those jobs. But I kept going. I'm still applying. I'm still going. 'Cause I got to get out of this. All right. What I've been doing, that was one part of it. Applying for jobs, of course. Going on interviews, of course. I also been deep into actually trying to be a successful entrepreneur. And successful means me being able to cover my lifestyle, cover my bills with you know, a certain business that I'm trying to get off the ground, or businesses that I'm trying to get off the ground. Been trying to get them off the ground for years, but it's extremely important now since I have that hole in my income. All right. What else have I been doing? I've been really deep into the Warzone tournament scene, man. I've been enjoying them. I've been, I don't miss a huge tournament, you know, and those huge tournaments are the CWL. I think it's called the CWL now. Forgive me. The CWL, or is it the CDL? All of those hosted tournaments from the Toronto Ultra, the FaZe clans, all of those, the Optic tournaments, Warzone tournaments, I'm locked into them. Okay, I love watching my favorite guys go head to head playing Warzone, man. Doing those kill races, all all of the, things like the COD the Warzone World Series. Super glued to it. My favorite squad is, of course, the Nuke Squad. All right, salute to the squad. You know what I mean? So salute to the success of Swag. This guy, the dude, has brought his whole team along. But that's what I've been doing. I've been checking out a lot of Warzone. I've been showing a lot of support to a lot of streamers. Just giving those guys good game. Cheering them on, you know what I'm saying? Because when you do this, it's a heavy burden sometimes. Cheering those guys on, dropping a couple donations if I could, sending them messages on Twitter, telling them to keep their head up, keep going, keep pushing. That's very important, because as a content creator, if you don't view yourself as successful, you're gonna stop putting out content. And that happens to a lot of us. It happens. I've seen it happen to the best. And I'm not one of the best, but it's happened to me. I'm looking into the camera and said it's happened to me. It's happened. It's happening. All right. But love yourself, man. Come up out of it, man. Come up out of it. Love yourself, man. Once the only thing I can tell myself, looking in the mirror, looking into this camera, look, bro, love yourself. Come up out of it. I try to tell myself that every day. Love yourself. Come up out of it, man. All right, and let go. Let go of the past. Let go of your past transactions. Damn. Let go of all of the stuff that's weighing you down, man. If you feel bad about something, let that shit go. Do what you got to do to let it go. Either apologize or forgive someone and let it go. All right. Let go of the hurt. I'm trying to let go of that separation. Let go of the hurt. Let go. All right. And that's what it is. You got to let go. If you make a bad play, if you lose the game in Warzone, you sell out a whole 1v1. All right. Let it go. Because guess what? You queuing up to go into another game, man. Let it go. Move forward. Make sure you try to heal yourself and move forward. That's what I'm trying to do. That's the process. All right. And promise yourself that you will do better. Promise yourself. Like I said, I wake up in the morning, man. Do better. Love yourself. Do better. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. All right. Promise yourself you will do better. Move forward and practice doing better. Practice makes perfect. Remember that. All right. That's a major key. Practice makes perfect, and move forward and practice what you preach, man. So I'm telling you this. Because I plan on practicing what I preach. And I'm not promising y'all that I'm gonna come out with an episode every week. Look, it's hard to record a podcast. I don't know if you guys ever done it. And look, that's what it is. I'm practicing doing better, all right? And guess what? Don't forget to smile, baby. Smile 1000%, man. Life is beautiful. Life is uncertain, but it's also worth living, and it's also worth getting out there and trying to shoot your shot at whatever you want to shoot it at. Okay? All right. So all of that said, I need to practice what I preach and do what I say I'm going to do, man. It's the Diddy Onasis, boy. It's your boy. I'm telling you that, man. Come on now. Come on now. COD Show Podcast. Your boy, Diddy Onasis. And that's short and sweet, man. That's what I've been doing, and that's what's been happening. The group text is going off. The guys want to go and get some kills and get some wins, okay? So I'm about to jump into some Warzone. Right now, at the moment, I'm streaming on YouTube, my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, and all right? And don't forget, and don't forget, this stream or this podcast has been brought to you by CODTees.com. That's right, CODTEES.com. All right, pick up the merch, the drip. It's your guy Diddy Onasis, man. I'm signing out. You know what time it is, man. Come on now. All right, subscribe, like, share, and share your stories in the comments, man. This is real. Love yourself. Mental health is real. I'm rambling on. I'm about to get up out of here. It's your guy Diddy Onasis, man. And as always, live life, show love, and always keep the kill feed lit. It's been your guy Diddy Onasis, aka Onasis. Kill 'em. Peace. I'm out. Yeah.